Welcome everyone to Joe's the Vlogs. So today I have, it's a car that we kept for very less time, but it has a very deep significance to, uh, you know, uh, the history of the cars that we had. So I would say the only accident that ever happened to our family, touchwood, has happened on this car. So um, it is with a lot of sadness that anything could have gone wrong, but you'll get to know what happened in the video. So uh, it was sad, what happened. But anyway, just I hope I'm able to do justice to the actual scenario and actual thing. I was able to explain you properly about this car, and hopefully you enjoy the video as I speak. So thank you for tuning in, and I have been getting all your feedback. I really like it. Every one of you have seen my videos, have started, liking and giving me feedback online on my IM. So I'm really happy and glad. I'm just doing this for my hobby. I love to talk about cars, and I love to, share my experiences. So many things, many people might not be knowing. I mean, even while I'm making these videos, sometimes I do some research as well on those cars, and there are many facts that I don't know. So hopefully you'll enjoy them. Do see my shorts as well. So I've been uploading some shorts relating to the cars. I might not have shared with friends and family, but if you go to my channel homepage, you'll find it, and they're also pretty much informative. So hopefully you like them as well. So moving to the video without further delay, let's move. As you all know, the first car that I had was the Maruti 800. That was bought in 1988. The family car. Then the second one was Hyundai Santro. That was bought in 2000, the year 2000. And then came the Hyundai Getz. That was in the year 2008. So now that we had the kids, and daddy was, I don't know, he didn't like the car. I don't know why. It was a little bit bigger. So there are, even though it was a hatchback, it came in the second bracket. That was the premium hatch. So daddy didn't like it because it was little bit bigger for him, wider for him. So he used to prefer either being driven. He used to tell me, "Hey, please take me here," or whatever. So I was thinking that it will be better if he would have his own small car, and he can uh, drive it and be independent, go anywhere he wants, or even take mommy. So so then came the car in my mind, that was a Zen. So Zen was one of the most successful Maruti cars after 800. So of course, I mean, it was something which would have been used very rarely, like once in a week or maybe even less. So we didn't want to go for a new car as such. So I, I just proposed this to Daddy that let's go for a second-hand car rather than going for a new car. So let's go for a second-hand car. That was the first time we wandered into the territory of the used car market, and that was everything was very new for us. So anyway, Daddy said that fine, if you are able to find a good car, that doesn't need much maintenance, that I can drive small. It should be the criteria was it should be very small, and it should be so easy to maneuver in city, and you can drive it around. So I was like, okay, I think Zen fits the, or even a old 800 would do. But I didn't want to go back to 800 because 800 में इतने हमने problems रहे थे. So let's go with something new, at least थोड़ा बहुत, more comfortable than 800. So Zen was the
main, the main contender. So then we found us there in OLX. So OLX is a site जहाँ से आप you can purchase or see for used cars or sell your cars. So I just saw a few ads of Zen, and I found this car. It was a Zen EX. So उसमें भी बहुत सारे variants आते थे. So there was like Zen LX, and then VX, and then EX. So LX was the one which is the base model. उसमें कुछ पावर स्टीयरिंग पावर विंडोज सब नहीं आता था. आई थिंक AC was a default standard in all cars. Then came the one which was with having power steering, power windows. So that was VX. Sorry, that was VX. And then came a one with power steering, that was VXI. ठीक है. अब ये सब छोड़ के अब एक और निकाला उन्होंने, that was AX being for automatic. So now it really made all the sense, because dad being retired, and it would have been tough for him to drive a manual car. He used to always complain about gear change karna ye wo. I mean, he didn't like driving. We got this ad, and I was like, let's ask the person. I called the person. It was a new thing, because मैं तो बच्चा हूँ यार. I mean, मेरे को इतना दुनियादारी का पता नहीं है कि the people cheat in OLX, and we thought, let's take a chance, let's see. So thankfully I had my friends, so I took their advice. I think, to see the car also. I was so scared to see the car, because if I'm going alone, what if someone does something? Delhi is very unpredictable. You have really like 95% people are very good. They are very nice, but there is a 5% lot which might be harmful to you. So anyway, we I took my friends, and I when I talked to the person. He was also like a kid only, like मेरा ही age का था. So he was also working somewhere. He used to live in Faridabad. So Faridabad से he used to carpool, bring the car, to his office, और उसके सारे friends भी साथ में आते थे. So this car was a CNG. He put in a CNG as well. And I was like, CNG तो नहीं चाहिए, मतलब कार तो यूज हो ही नहीं रहा है वैसे भी, और कितना अभी तुमको CNG भी डालना है इसमें. So I said that you do one thing, you remove the CNG, and you can subtract that price as well. You sell it somewhere, and then you give me the car. So he was like, okay, but I will remove the CNG only if you buy the car. Before buying, I would not say. I said, हाँ वैसे it makes sense also. अगर मैंने suddenly back out कर दिया तो वो CNG भी हट गया उसका. So anyway, so I said, fine, let's do that. Let's do the deal. I talked with my dad. I discussed with him, and then he was fine with it. Though he didn't drive the car, I drove the car on his behalf. I liked it. I mean, it was a very old car, so 2003 car, view, and it was just I just wanted a car which was was okay mechanically. It was okay. देखने में ठीक था, कोई सी मतलब इतना ज़्यादा डेंट्स और स्क्रैचेस नहीं होना चाहिए. तो थैंकफुली इतने सारे डेंट्स स्क्रैचेस नहीं थे, बट ओके ओके थे. विच ऑब्वियसली दिल्ली में अगर आपका कार 10 साल पुराना है तो उतना तो हो ही जाता है. So anyway, we went on with the deal, and so it was an automatic. So this was a new thing. It was the first automatic of the family, and I was so excited. अब क्या था कि gets is a manual, so it's a diesel, a lot of clatter, and a lot of vibration, and then was like मक्खन एकदम, petrol engine. अब CNG भी हट गया, petrol engine. So we got it home. I went with my friend to get the car delivered, and we had a photo session in between. We were so excited. बोला हाईवे के बीच में हम फोटो सेशन करते, तो we used to stay in West Delhi, and Faridabad is the opposite of West Delhi. That is, I think, southeast Delhi. So वहाँ से घर पहुँचने में भी I think 1.5 घंटे का सफर है, and it's a very long highway. So we took that, and it was it used to use a lot of fuel. I remember that case because it was an automatic, and the best part is it wasn't manufactured in India. It was manufactured in Japan. So it was almost like driving an imported car. So why? Because I think जो automatic version है, मारुति उद्योग उस टाइम पे जो था गुड़गांव में, they did not have the these spare parts to uh, I don't know, something was wrong, they could not produce it. एंड वो जो उन्होंने कार उस टाइम पे वो लाते थे, दैट वाज आई थिंक लिमिटेड एडिशन, एंड दे गॉट इट, इट यूज्ड टू बी हैव इन इट, मस्ट हैव बीन वेरी एक्सपेंसिव एज वेल, आई बिलीव जब वो न्यू था. तो then they got it from Japan, and the quality of the car was very different, I would say. So now things changed for me, the way I thought about Maruti, and things like अच्छा मारुति ये कार भी बनाता है. Okay, so I think उस टाइम पे then डीजल भी आती थी, but that also they discontinued. It was a very underpowered car and stuff. Anyway, so we didn't go for that. We went for the automatic petrol, and that was the then EX, and the color was around, I think blue था. I would just post the pics. थोड़ा बहुत मेरी याददाश्त भी कमजोर हो गई भी 40 का हो गया तो anyway blue था, which blue I don't know, but you can see in the pics. And it was a very compact car, मतलब perfect था for a solo drive or for two people drive. पीछे leg space सब नहीं था इतना, क्योंकि मैं और भाई तो थोड़े हट्टे कट्टे थे ज़्यादा, लंबे भी हो गए थे तब तक. तो 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 इतना मतलब it was not a out and out family car, but yes, for two people to go, perfect car. Single person तो और भी बढ़िया. So the first time Daddy drove it, I had to teach him because see, he was driving a manual car for almost like till the age he was 16, and from there to come to to change the driving style, when you come from manual to automatic, whoever has done this, I mean, out of you guys, अगर आपने मैनुअल कार चलाई है पूरी जिंदगी और वहां से आपको ऑटोमेटिक में आना है, इट्स अ बिग चैलेंज. आई मीन आई नेवर न्यू दैट इट विल बी सच अ बिग चैलेंज फॉर हिम, क्योंकि आई टुक जस्ट 2-3 drives, and I was like acclimatized because I was young. I could adjust faster, I believe, and I was more into cars. I loved cars, so हो सकता है that would have been a reason. But that took like what time लिया उन्होंने. So I gave him a tip that was like, whenever you're driving an automatic car, just imagine as your left leg is paralyzed. So you have to keep the left leg so far away that you don't use that, because problem क्या है, if you use the left leg, automatic cars में जो brake है, it is very wide. So even if you don't intend to, you might press the brake thinking that it's a clutch. And you guys can try this. It's a very funny thing. It's all about the mind games. So the mind will think you are pressing the left leg का जो mind है, that will think that you are pressing the clutch, and you press the clutch really hard. So कभी आप try करो, मतलब don't try this on a busy place. Go to a place which is completely empty. There is no one around, and try to press the brake with your left leg. Okay, you will see the difference. जैसे ही आप ब्रेक दबाओगे तो कार जहाँ पे ब्रेक मार के अपने वहीं खड़ी हो जाएगी बिल्कुल. इट विल लाइक अ सडन ब्रेक. So that's the problem. So whenever you use your left leg for braking, it is not acclimatized to use the brake. Your right leg knows. Your right leg knows कि नहीं नहीं यार थोड़ा धीरे दबाना है. You have to prepare, and then you have to. But left leg को नहीं पता ये सब. Left leg is like भाई दबाओ, ये क्लच है. दिन में 100 बार 1000 बार दबाना है, तुम दबाओ जोर से. तो वो एक प्रॉब्लम है. सो लेफ्ट लेग, इट वॉज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द लेफ्ट लेग टू बी लेफ्ट अलोन. तो उसको लेफ्ट साइड में रख के यू जस्ट थिंक इट इट्स नॉट वर्किंग एंड यू जस्ट कीप इट aside and you drive the car basically with only your right leg. That is how I that was a tip that I gave to my father, and that worked. And he was so happy. ये तो बहुत easy है, ये तो just right leg से चलाओ, one foot driving, जो अभी आजकल इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स के लिए बोलते हैं, one foot one pedal driving. So that was a one foot driving. So दो pedal दबाने हैं, but at least one foot to use करना है. So he was very happy. I told now. I believe we bought it around 2011 and we sold it, I think, before 2015. Yeah, so before or around 2015. So that was also, I think, no, 2014. So 13 years, so 3 years we used it and we sold it. The only reason for selling it was we wanted a more reliable car. So almost uska 14, the 13 14 years हो गया था उसको पूरा लाइफ उसका. So we wanted to upgrade to a car which is more reliable because daddy used to use it. फिर टायर पंचर ना हो जाए, बैटरी खत्म ना हो जाए, और भी बहुत सारे इश्यूज होते थे जब गाड़ी पुरानी हो जाती. And we don't know how it was used for the last 10 years. I mean, it was the first time we bought that car, used car, and I had no clue used car कैसे खरीदते हैं. And I'm assuming that from the person whom we bought it from, I mean, he had bought it from another guy, and he had bought it from another guy, and he had bought it from. So it changed a lot of hands within that 10-year period before it came to us. So the car was not well maintained. It was having a lot of issues. uh, you know, it had suspension, suspension issues थे उसमें. उसमें ऑयल लीक का प्रॉब्लम था, उसमें ट्रांसमिशन ऑयल पता नहीं उसका ढक्कन नहीं था, और बहुत सारी चीज़ें थी. बट of course, it being a used car, we did not get attached to it much. I mean, I did not get attached to it much, or mostly daddy used to drive it, so it was his baby. So I was like कि मेरे लिए तो वो adopted child जैसा था. तो मैं उसका नाम भी नहीं दिया मैंने. आई थिंक आई डोंट नो, इफ आई डोंट रिकलेक्ट वैसे हो सकता है उस टाइम दिया हो एंड आई हैव फॉरगॉटन नाउ. So, but it gave us the new window to that automatic cars are so nice. They are so easy. The ease of driving is there. So it gave us that at least that understanding, that learning. So we kept it till 2014, and so we bought it from a person in Faridabad, and then we got the name change. I think it was under dad's name. Then, so again, while selling it, we again put it into, like, I again put it into OLX, and we luckily we got a person. OLX now, yeah, team is one of the things. So we got a lot of calls, but the best or the nearest rate जो हमें दे रहा था हमारे जो expectation था, that was a guy from uh, Hosur. So Hosur is a place, if you are guys, you're from Bangalore or around or South India, it's almost like Bangalore. Bangalore खत्म होते ही Hosur आता है. If you go from Hyderabad to Kerala or Tamil Nadu, वो रास्ते में पड़ता है. So it's almost known as Bangalore only. So anyway, so that happened, and the guy called. He was a very nice person, and he of course said that he can't come to Delhi to see the car. Obviously, वो इतना दूर आएगा, उसको पसंद नहीं आई तो पूरा उसका खर्चा भी गया. So and the car's cost was like nothing at that time. I think we bought the car for 90,000, 90 or 95,000, and we sold the car for around 60,000, 60 or 55. I think 55 was what he agreed to, and he was ready to pay the charges to transport the vehicle. So उसको कुछ 10-15 extra लग गया उसका. तो 65,000 मिला के उसको पड़ गया कार. So anyway, so then that was done, and so one thing I wanted to tell you about this car was we had a very bad experience. So dad, mom and my elder brother, they were going to some place, and they met with an accident. So एक्सीडेंट क्या हुआ कि एक चौरस्ता जो चौराहा था, और उसमें डैड वाज टेकिंग, देयर वाज नो रेड लाइट इन दैट, और डैडी धीरे धीरे जा रहे थे, आई थिंक, आई एम अज्यूमिंग बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट माय ब्रदर एंड माय मॉम सेड. सो ही वाज गोइंग, आई डोंट नो किसकी गलती थी, जो दूसरा बंदा आ रहा था उसने नहीं देखा या डैड ने शायद नहीं देखा. तो देयर वाज अ इनोवा कमिंग फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट साइड, and right side, the we were like, my father and mother and brother, they were going towards north, suppose, and west side से एक इनोवा आके बहुत स्पीड में they rammed into the Zen. So because of that impact, the Zen वो 360 डिग्री टर्न हो गया, और after that turning, so the left side का जो शीशा वो सब टूट गया. But I mean, by the grace of God, my mom was sitting on the right side, rear right side. So that's why, it was, I'm assuming that it would have been very serious अगर वो लेफ्ट साइड में होती. इवन राइट, बीइंग इन राइट साइड, जो शीशे, जो लेफ्ट साइड में जो ग्लास टूटा, इवन उसके जो shattered pieces, वो सारे, they flew and they went across all the sides of the car, and one one piece, it hit my mother's ear. वो ईयर पे लग के वो ईयर वो हाफ हो गया. हाफ इन द सेंस इट वाज जस्ट डैंगलिंग, द लोअर हाफ वाज जस्ट डैंगलिंग, एंड it was all blood all over. And my brother and my father both got scared. And then वो जो इनोवा का ड्राइवर था वो भी आया, इसे कुछ चाहिए क्या था. एंड बट एट दैट टाइम ऑब्वियसली इंसान ये नहीं सोचता कि किसकी गलती है. उस टाइम पे ये था कि जो जिसको चोट लगी है उसको as soon as possible हॉस्पिटल ले जाना है. सो डैड फटाफट जो नियरेस्ट हॉस्पिटल था वहाँ पे गए. एंड it was not a good experience. It was kind of the first accident of a family, and thankfully it was not such a major thing. I mean, of course, mommy had a major cut, and there was a surgery done to refix the ear to the original shape. And that there was a surgeon called, and there was a operation for almost, I think, 1 hour. So it was very painful for us to watch, and of course mummy के लिए भी बहुत painful होगा. But thankfully my mother is okay. अभी अभी तो बहुत time हो गया उस बात को. And here is also fine. She was able to start wearing earrings and all the jhumka, as we say, so jhumka and all that, after, I think, within few months. So that was that bad experience. And I think उसके बाद then we got the car repaired. Left side पूरा उसका टूट गया था, एक डोर और सारे शीशे और सब. Thankfully टोनी, मतलब मेरा जो बड़ा भाई है, वो जहाँ बैठा था वहाँ पे कुछ डैमेज नहीं हुआ. एंड mostly everyone was safe. So that just triggered me thinking that it's such an unsafe car. I mean, it just small, there's like a mouse in front of a hathi coming, Innova coming. So I think वो रिपेयर होने के बाद मेरा मन ऐसा था कि लेट्स अपग्रेड टू समथिंग लिटिल बेटर. अब तो डैडी को भी थोड़ा आदत हो गया है ऑटोमेटिक चलाने का. So that was it. Then we sold the car. So now comes another part. Again, we are going back and forth from Hyundai, Maruti, and now again you see, what is the next car going to come. So stay tuned, and that's all from me right now. So if you have been liking the content, I know you guys like it because I see a lot of views, but unfortunately I don't see much subscribers. So please do subscribe and support me if you like the videos that I'm making or my creativity.
Very close to an accident where I could have lost any one of my loved members. So it was very dangerous now that I think of it. So it gives me um, a lot of pain when I think of that incident. But thankfully, everything was okay. And now I hope you also like the video. So if you did, please do pass it on to anyone who loves cars or loves to talk about cars and interested in such content. So I'll be happy that that it reaches many more people and they enjoy the same stuff as we all do. All right, so thank you. And moving to the next car, that would be something which I might have already told you in the video that it's we kept it for a long time, and it is going to be a big surprise for many of you. But it was a huge upgrade. So stay tuned and have a good day.